Hey guys, Creator Mom. I just had the weirdest encounter with like a weird person. And I feel like my conclusion is I'm definitely taking my dog with me on any walks that I have, like with my kids or whatever, because I feel like dogs are definitely can help ward off weirdos. Kind of like people who don't seem to have very good intentions, or they have like misplaced energy. Yeah. It was funny because I was leaving the house and I thought, sometimes I don't like to take my dog. I'll take her on another little walk that's more local. But I'll take her on bigger walks too with us. But today I was just like, I don't want to. And frankly, the walk that me and my kid went on today, I wasn't even like really feeling it to do it either. But I kind of just did it for him. Like, all right, But it reminded me too that maybe like when we feel like we don't really want to do something, like I think we tend to like put pressure on ourselves about like why we should do it, but it's just like we feel, and then the ego will be like, oh well, you're lazy, you don't want to do it, like you're lazy, you're not doing enough, why wouldn't you just go on a walk? But meanwhile, you just know that you don't feel like it, but you're not exactly sure why, and I think that's why we have to fucking ignore the ego a lot of times, right? And believe in ourselves, because the more we have this negative attitude and retain these negative attitudes about ourselves, the less we actually believe our intuition when it could be very imperative or important. So, I mean, I'm not being hard on myself anyways, but like it just kind of made me think like, I didn't really feel like going on that walk today, and maybe that could have been avoided. But I think it could work out for me. It works out for me regardless, but it just made me think about, like I said, how, oh, that's a pretty bird, how like we can avoid things that are intuition, or things like where we're like, I don't really feel like doing that. I don't know why. I just don't, listen. We need to listen to that and not listen to the fucking ego that always wants to be based on performance. Oh, look at this. The berry bush is getting so big. It's completely in the middle of the path. I need a reciprocating saw for that baby. Anyways, look at my hair. It looks so weird. Anyways, so I don't really want to like blow up or make a big deal out of this experience with this guy. Now my hair looks even weirder. Hold on. But I didn't think like too much of it initially, because we were by it's like a civic center or a little municipal center. I wouldn't say it's a police station. I have to like relook. I should know what the hell it is. But I think it's like a civic center. It's like a police station. Like they have like canine SUVs parked in back and stuff like that. So anyways, he comes over. Me and my son are walking out. I can't really describe the way this place looks, but we're walking, and this guy approaches us, and he's got a shirt from the local university on. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe he's a university student or something. And he's like, do you know if they're closed? And I'm like, I have no idea, But right from his energy, right, just before he even said anything, just his energy had me on alert. It's all in people's energy. So anyways, then he proceeded to like hop over. There was like an iron bar, like he hopped over it. It was just the way he hopped over and everything too just seemed very unusual. So yeah. So then I didn't think anything more of the guy. I didn't know if they were open. I didn't know if he went inside, whatever. Then my boy went to check out a creek, little creek that's behind the center, Civic Center. It's like down this hill. All right, we parked his bike and went down, looking at the creek. Then all of a sudden I see this guy, some feet behind us, up the hill. That what happened was they have looked like they chopped down a few trees, and they had some logs laying around. But in the back of the Civic Center, they also have logs that are stacked up for whatever reason. I don't know why are they collecting and stacking logs. So he proceeds to take these tree logs from the ground, which I found odd because the ones that are stored behind the Civic Center are chopped, like they're chopped in half or chopped in quarters. They're not just like a whole circular round log. So he proceeds to put these unchopped logs onto this log stack, and I'm thinking something about that don't seem right, because it just don't seem right. And I tell my son, I was like, let's go, let's get out of here. So he proceeds to finish up on digging up some raw garlic, wild garlic, excuse me. And then we proceed to walk up this hill and pass this guy up who's doing this shit with these logs. So I'm thinking maybe he's volunteering. The mind is like when your intuition is telling you something, your mind goes, well, it starts making up rational excuses. Like, oh, well, maybe he's doing that, and maybe it's this, because we don't want to seem like irrational and like, oh my God, like you're freaking out for no reason. It's just a way that we kind of try to, I don't know, sometimes that way of thinking is good, but sometimes we really need to listen to that alert. So I was getting alerted, and I thought, let's get out. So anyways, yeah, I walked past him, and he goes, oh, hey. Like, oh, he goes, oh, you guys down here, something like that, like mumbled under his breath. And then we keep walking, I just like smile and kind of keep going. And he goes, oh, yeah, you from around here? And I'm like, yeah, and then I was like, what about you? I was like, you go to the university? Because he had a shirt on, university shirt. And he goes, no, my cousin goes there. I'm like, okay. I don't know if he was up staying the weekend, not the weekend, or if he's up at the dorm with his cousin. And you know what? Frankly, I didn't really want to find out. So, I go, oh, okay. I was like, what are you doing? Like, volunteering here? Like, helping them collect, the wood or trees or something like that, And he goes, nah. He's like, I just do things here and there, little odd jobs here and there to keep my mind busy. And that I thought was peculiar. I'm like, keep your mind busy. In my head, I'm like, keep your mind busy from what, I don't know. Like, you're just idling along. Anyways. So then anyways, I keep walking. I'm like, all right. And he kind of like, I felt his energy hanging on to me and pulling on my energy. But I just continued to keep walking, because you have to learn that you don't owe anybody your energy. That you don't owe anybody to sit there and have a conversation with them just because they're pulling on your energy. See? I said, hell no. Fucking keep on walking. And my son wanted to stop, and then it leads to like this path where there's a pond, and my son wanted to look, pointed out the baby ducks again and everything. I said, son, let's keep walking. I'm not looking at the baby ducks today. So we kept walking, and he proceeded to walk behind us, but he was a little bit far behind us, but he was walking too. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you're collecting fucking wood while we're down there at the creek, but once we start walking, you're walking too. So I keep walking, and eventually I get halfway around the creek, the pond, and he's still on the other side. So I'm like, Anyways, all I know is dude's energy was weird, and my intuition was saying, just keep walking. Don't even, So, and it made me kind of regret even going to begin with, honestly. But once again, it just reminded me to believe in myself and don't let other people pressure you into doing things quick, moving quick. I have this habit of answering people quick, and my friend had been working with me on that, saying, just say, I'll get back to you on that. Let me think about that. And so I have been practicing it, but I need to practice it more, And and then lastly, take my dog. Although, I don't know, creepos could try to pet your dog too. So there's that. It's like, well, is it going to attract the creepos or detract them? But, yeah. I just wanted to share that to remind everyone, listen to your intuition.